Hello students, this is your art teacher Mrs. Ashwini Kumar, and today we are going to start with our art lessons. But before we start learning anything new, I would like you to practice lines, to exercise your fingers. As we have not been drawing and taking art lessons in school for a very long time, I would like all of you all to practice the lines so that your fingers become more flexible and able to draw smoothly. So for the practice, if you remember last year we had made small boxes in which we had practiced our lines. This year we are not going to make those boxes, we are just going to use a paper. If you do not have a plain paper, you can also use a newspaper to practice your lines. First, I am going to show you how to practice your lines on a drawing sheet, and later we'll use the newspaper to do the same. So I am going to just keep the paper either vertically or horizontally facing you, however you like it, and start with making horizontal lines. Now make sure when you are holding your pencil for drawing longer strokes like longer lines, to hold the pencil a little far away, not here as you use it for writing. You're going to hold it a little far away. So I'm going to hold my pencil here and I'm going to start making my horizontal line in one smooth stroke. So I'm not going to make, my main objective is not to make a straight line. My main objective is to exercise my fingers and my hand to be able to make a stroke which is long. When you continuously make lines and you practice, your line is going to be straight. So do not worry if your line at the first go is not straight. If it ends here, it is fine. Please drag your pencil till the end of the paper. So let's start. So I'm going to make straight lines. So if you see, initially my line is not exactly straight, but as I practice, as I keep going, it slowly becomes more straight. So if you see, I'm not rushing. I don't want to finish this. I want to practice. I want to make sure that the lines are straight as possible. So I am going to slowly complete this paper. Make sure my lines are closer to each other and they end at the edge. Now on the same paper, I'm going to practice all the lines that I have learned. I don't need a different paper for different lines. Now after practicing and completing the entire paper with your horizontal lines, you're going to start with vertical lines. Again, starting from the edge, top edge to the bottom edge. So make sure you are comfortable, your paper is in a right position, and hold the paper because the paper might move, and start making your vertical lines. Now if you notice, I am not moving my finger. I'm not making these lines. Because if I make these lines, it's like writing. I'm not writing. I want a longer line. So for that, I'm going to rest my palm on the paper and I'm going to draw with my palm. I'm going to make the line with my palm. Of course not. I cannot make a line with my palm. But I'm going to touch the tip of the pencil on the paper and I am going to drag my palm on the paper. Right? So that way, I don't have to move my fingers. I have to only move my palm and my hand. So I'm going to continue making these vertical lines. As I said, do not worry if your lines are not straight, they are not coming straight, they are crisscrossing each other. It is absolutely fine. The more you practice, the more straight and smooth your lines are going to be. So you are going to complete an entire paper of these lines. You're completing the horizontal lines, you're going to complete the vertical lines. Now the next are the spiral lines, which I want you to practice. Same technique I'm going to use. I'm going to hold my pencil a little far away and make sure my paper is secure and doesn't move. And then I am going to move my hand instead of the fingers. I'll show you the difference, what happens if you move your fingers when you want to make a long line or a continuous line like that. Now if I move my finger, I'll be able to only make small spiral lines. Why? Because I can only move my fingers so much, but I can move my hand a lot more. So if I move my hand, I'll be able to make bigger strokes, longer lines, because you have to free your hand from the fingers. So this straight line, spiral line. And after you complete your spiral lines, you're going to go over them and over at least 3 to 4 times. And after completing the spiral lines, the entire paper you're going to complete spiral lines and repeat thrice. Then you're going to make circles, smaller circle, bigger circle. So you're going to use this paper as much as possible to practice your lines, your strokes, and loosen up your fingers and learn the use of using your entire hand to draw. So this you're going to repeat. You're going to use both sides of the paper and you're going to practice. Now how do we use it on a newspaper? Because it's already printed. It does not matter. We are not going to draw. We are just practicing. We are exercising our fingers. So we are going to do the same thing. We are just going to take the pencil, make sure the paper is secure, and make straight lines. So this paper I have folded in half, if you can see. Once you're sure that you are able to make these straight lines, without stopping and without having any other issue, what you're going to do is you're going to open this paper even more. You can see I've opened it like that, and then you are going to stretch your arm. You're going to stretch your arm and make longer horizontal lines. You're going to make longer vertical lines, and you're going to make bigger circles. Always remember, hold the pencil a little far away from where you write, not here, a little far away. The more you hold it further, the more control you get, because you can see what you are drawing and you can see where you want to go instead of here, because I don't know, because I can't see anything. So further away, try to rest your palm on the paper when you are drawing and move your entire arm when you are drawing, not just your finger. So for the first class, I want all of you all to practice your lines, to loosen up your fingers so that when we start drawing, your hand and your fingers are exercised well and are able to make beautiful lines and long strokes without any problem. Thank you, children.